so much.
Go ahead.
Not us, but it was your grace and mercy that allowed us to be present. So we ask that you give us all the ability to just clear our minds of anything that will hinder us from giving this our undivided attention. We realize that time is valuable, and either it can be an ally or an enemy. So we want to be we want to be diligent with our time, and we want to be impactful. And we hope that the information tonight can be used in a manner. Thank you for the timing, and it's in your son's name we pray and ask it all and say, Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, Brother Derrick. Let me get our guest in the waiting room in here really quick, and we'll get started. Guys, we've been having an amazing time with our stories of hope, and I am your host. My names are Josephine Achira Onwanga. I reside here in Maryland. And what I want to tell you is this. I know we all love to share good news with other people. When you see a good movie, you want to tell someone. When you find a good restaurant, you want to share with someone. So I am a nurse by profession. I've been a nurse for 24 years. And I'm like, wow, time does fly. But my passion is in nutrition and wellness. And I'm an educator at heart. And I just found it very beneficial for me to start sharing the good news about better nutrition. And most of us that you're going to hear from tonight, we have found a simple way of bridging our nutritional gap. The truth be told, our environment is full of toxins. The foods that we eat are full of toxins, or they don't have the nutrition or the nutritional value that they need to have because they are sprayed with pesticides. Our soil quality is so diminished. So we're eating bulky quantity, but not quality. And the truth here is there's a lot of chronic illnesses, inflammation. Most of us have some itis of some sort. It could be inflammation of your joints, of the back, headaches, inflammation of the GI. That is all because of toxins in the body. What are we doing to eliminate those toxins from the body so that our bodies can function optimally? So we have found one simple way, a jumpstart to better health. And that's what we're here to share with you guys tonight. We hope that you'll be filled with hope tonight. You'll be inspired, you'll be empowered to also join on this journey of one simple change. What are we talking about? It's about plant powders, concentrated whole foods by an amazing company, Juice Plus, which has been around for 50 years. They've been involved in this nutrition and wellness for the last 26 years. They have research around it. And guys, without me telling you all the accolades about the company, I am here to introduce to you amazing guests tonight so you can hear from their personal stories what adding these plant powders into their diet has done for them. Now, with me saying that, I would like to make a disclaimer. We are not making any claims that Juice Plus cures, reverses, restores, or a dozen of those things. What you're going to learn is our bodies are made in a very incredible way that if we feed them the proper nutrition, they actually heal themselves. And that's what you're going to hear tonight. And on the business part of it, we don't make claims either, but you get paid very well to help other people to stay healthy. So without further ado, I am going to start with our first guest here to introduce himself briefly. Brother Derrick, tell us a little bit who you are, where you're calling in from, before we start with the questions for tonight.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Derrick Wilson. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me okay. Am I coming through clear? Awesome. I am from New York, but I now reside in the Dallas, Texas marketplace. And Josephine, you want me to get into my story?
Not
Or
yet.
was
Just to
that
know
just what
who
you're
you
looking
are,
for? Okay.
and you know, you have a family. What do you do? You know, yeah.
Um, I'm married. It'll be 13 years, October 17th. Brothers, we got to get kudos for remembering the days, okay?
Yeah.
So October 17th, it'll be 13 years. I have two little girls, and I have been involved in multi-level marketing for 19 plus years.
Thank you, Derrick. I think as you were
Do we want me to continue?
yeah, that's fine. Where you are, we're hearing you in and out, but if you can stay in that one space right there where you finish, we could hear you better. Aviemarie,
Okay.
just introduce yourself really quick. Tell us who you are and where you are calling from.
Sorry about that. I am Aviemarie Cunningham, and I am originally from South Carolina, Neesmith, South Carolina, but I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a mom of 2 adult daughters and 3 granddaughters. And so I'm happy to be on the call tonight. And as you don't know, but Derrick Wilson is actually my nephew.
I know. Thank you so much, Aviemarie. Really appreciate that. Is Charles on the call with us tonight yet? Brother
Okay,
Charles?
he's calling in on his phone. So I'm not sure if that iPhone is Charles or not.
Brother
Charles, is that you?
Okay, we'll wait when he comes on. We'll be able to hear him. So guys, you're gonna hear from Derrick. Derrick, I just have one question for you, and just take us through that journey briefly for about 2-3 minutes, and let our audience know. What I would like you to share with us is, what was your life like or health before you added the plant powders, this Juice Plus? And how did you find out about them? And also bring us up to speed. How are you doing now that you've been on those plant powders, and for how long have you been doing that?
Awesome, awesome. So, let's see. I'm your typical guy, and for those of you, you can only see me from the neck up, right? So
Yes.
if you looked at the bottom physique, it was once chiseled, and over the course of time, the chisel decayed. So the six pack turned to a keg. All right, so a little overweight, and I'm type 2 diabetic, and so I'm on many different medications for cholesterol, high blood pressure. It runs in my family, right? Typical. And my diet, to be quite honest, is not the best, Josephine. I like to eat, and what I eat sometimes ain't the healthiest. So through the course of my travels, I went to go visit Auntie, and we were discussing, I don't know how it came up, but we were discussing her plants that she has, right? And talking about that. We got into the Juice Plus and how it's helped her. And she said, you know, nephew, you should really give this a try, because the ultimate goal should be for everyone who's on medication to be able to remove yourself from those medications, right? That should be the ultimate goal, to get your body back where it doesn't need those doctor prescribed medications. So let's get into it. I don't know how long, maybe 2 years, I think. If 2 years, if that long, but guys, I'm sorry, I can't give you exact numbers. Here's what I can share with you. In the last year, I've dropped about 25 to 30 pounds. Notice that my energy level has increased tremendously. One of the biggest things that I can share with all of you here is, you all know the pandemic was very big prior to any vaccines or what have you. And so my household became stricken with COVID. My wife and my 2 girls, they all tested positive. And Josephine, they tried their hardest. They coughed on me. They ate my food. Yeah, they did it all. They tried. They drunk. They here, honey, drink this. They tried, but I didn't get sick at all. No symptoms. My doctors were blown away. They were like, "Wow, that's almost impossible for you to be in a house with three people who have it, and you have nothing." So they tested my blood. I had no antibodies. So they asked me, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, the only thing that I'm doing, and I've been consistent with it twice a day, mornings and before I go to bed, is my Juice Plus regimen." So I now have been designated as the go-to person for anybody who's sick. They want to call me to go in and see the person because I don't get sick. So I definitely, the weight loss is tremendous. I've dropped about 3 or 4 pant sizes. I can now fit in some suits that I couldn't fit in before. And people ask me, "What are you doing?" I don't exercise. I'll be honest. I'm on my computer and on my phone. That's my exercise, dialing the pin pad. So this has been truly, I would say, the cause of the effect which I'm experiencing now, which is much better health. And my numbers are getting there where I'm almost weaning myself from the medication. So I hope that helps. I hope that answers questions for you guys. And if there's anything anyone wants to ask me in particular, to the best of my ability, I'll give you an answer.
Derrick, you shared a whole lot in just that moment. We talked about the immune system. I mean, how can you be around a house of COVID stricken and you don't have it?
And Josephine, they tried, sister. They tried. They said they did, but they tried.
I heard what you said. But the truth is, guys, when you saw, and we are not making any claims here about COVID and Juice Plus, but there's a study that actually was done over 6-month period in 2021. And it was very clear that the fruits and the vegetables, whatever these treatments they're doing for COVID, they're derivatives of fruits and vegetables. What did you see people going to the store to buy during COVID? Vitamin C. What is vitamin C and where do you get it from? Our plant powders have lemon peels. Lemon peel is full of vitamin C. So when you're taking the original in its natural source, the fruits and the vegetables, you are literally putting in your body micronutrition and macronutrition. And Derrick, can you imagine if you were doing a little bit of exercise, even if it's walking 30 minutes a day, you could be dropping 60 pounds like this. So
Josephine, one step at a time, sister. One step at a time. We gonna get there.
Just sharing with our audience as well. Can you imagine doing one simple change, adding better nutrition? You can hear the story there. And when you go a step further and drink more water, sleep better, worry less, add some exercise. Can you imagine what that can do for your body? It's amazing. And Derrick, which products are you using?
Auntie, could you please? I'm taking the.
He's on the quad.
He's on everything. Awesome.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. And we've had a lot of good stories that people getting off medications, diabetic people who are on insulin getting off, because there's not, when the immune system, and there's what is called epigenetics. We have the power to turn off the bad genes and turn on good genes. Derrick, your story just reminded me this. Guys, we're not our medical history. We're not supposed to be claiming that. But if there's cancer in your family, if there's blood pressure in your family, if there's diabetes in your family, don't be claiming that and say, it is part of my family history. I'm gonna get it at some point. You cannot invite that, but you can do something about it and turn off those genes by flooding your body with better nutrition. You know what? Thank you so much, Derrick. I really appreciate it. I know you have something else to do. If you need to drop off, that's fine. If you want to hang around until the end, we'll be glad to have you. So Aviemarie, take it away with the same question. What was your life like before the Juice Plus? How long have you been using it? Where are you now? And I know you were excited. That's why Derrick is taking Juice Plus. So just tell us about your product story.
Okay, so for me, I was a walking ball of fire. It said I was consumed with multiple issues. I had acid reflux, had terrible digestion, had eczema issues going on, had a torn meniscus in my right knee. I had squeaky knees, arthritis in my knees, getting cortisone shots every 4 to 6 weeks until I maxed out. I mean, it was just a domino effect of things, one thing after another. I ended up being on 5 different medications, and my body was just totally inflamed. And being introduced to Juice Plus about 8 years ago, and just changing up some of the things that I ate, because I cut back on fried foods and just stopped eating a lot of the white stuff, white rice, white potatoes, all of that, the white things. And really just blew my mind to be able to come back from where I was, because to sit for any period of time, when I got up, I literally had to just stand and wait until the circulation in my legs before I could take a step, because if I didn't, I would fall over. And so to be where I had pain from my head to my feet, inflammation all over my body, to be at a point now where I am not in any pain at all is just amazing. So yes, I thank God and I thank Juice Plus.
Wow. Guys, do you hear that? Nothing like having a pain-free experience. Now you can get up. I've been around Aviemarie. She can just get up and keep moving. She doesn't have to stop. So what a blessing that is. Just the nutrition. And as Derrick also said, it's one simple change at a time. And then you start adding a few things. So we're not here to say, okay, stop everything you're doing and this is what you're going to embrace. No, do what you're doing. If leaving certain foods is hard for you, at least add some good nutrition in it, add some plant powders, and let them start being a catalyst. It's literally a catalyst to a better lifestyle. It's a jumpstart to better health. So thank you, Aviemarie, for that. Is Brother Charles on the line yet? Charles, are you here with us? Wow. Brother Charles has an amazing story, guys. Hopefully he'll come on. If he doesn't, I'm sure we'll get him at some point. So we will. So Aviemarie, this question is for you. Well, you started taking the plant powders to support your health. You made some lifestyle changes. And and I know you have grandchildren and you're a busy person. Why did you say yes to the business opportunity? And what is that doing for you? And why are you still doing this 8 years later?
Okay, so when I originally started doing the business, I wanted to do it so that I could get extra income to travel. Because I wanted to travel abroad and dip my toes in the Red Sea and see the pyramids and ride a camel and do all of those wonderful things. Yeah. But then life happened. I have a degenerative eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa. And on top of that, in 2017, going into 2018, I developed cataracts in both of my eyes. And so that process actually took me out of my business for about 2 years, because with the cataracts, it was a slow process. You can't just remove the cataracts once you get them. They have to grow to a certain, development point. So my business outlook changed, because here now, this became a means for me to be able to have uh, a survival, because I'm not working a job anymore. So my Juice Plus business has been that catalyst for me. And the amazing part about it is the 2 years that I've been out of circulation with my business was still intact. And I didn't lose my position. I still had my same position 2 years later. You cannot do that on a corporate job. So I love this community. I love the company, the mission, the heart of it. And that's why I am still here 8 years later.
And also, plus when you hear people like Charles, you know, who you are have affected his life by sharing the mission, Derrick, your nephew. I mean, for me, Aviemarie, when I get text messages from those that have taken the Juice Plus, and literally it could be a few weeks, it could be a month, and they're like, I can't believe I have this amount of energy. Let me tell you guys, today I stopped by the office to get some work supplies, and I'm walking in the hallway, just being my happy girly self. And this lady says, "Girl, it's only 9 in the morning. You have so much energy. How come? What are you drinking?" So I looked at her and I said, "What am I drinking? Just some green stuff. I eat like cow. You know, I eat a lot of green stuff." She just laughed and we ended up having a conversation. And guys, that's what happens when you flood your body with proper nutrition. It just gives you the vitality, the clarity of mind. And when I get those calls and the people constantly say that I can't believe for years of constipation, by taking the plant powders, I am no longer constipated. And guys, I don't shy talking about poop even a minute. I'm a nurse, right? If you're eating 3 times a day, you should be pooping 3 times a day. But how many people do that? And when you don't eliminate, guess what? That is inflammation. You're keeping toxins in the body. And so we have to cleanse with this nutrition. So when I get those calls, or I was on 5 medications, now I'm on 2. Remember, we are not making claims that Juice Plus heals, reverses, or restores. But the body naturally knows what to do when we give it the right nutrition. And guys, for me, that is why I'm here. And that is why I started this Stories of Hope series, because I like to share good news. And there's nothing as good news as sharing the gift of health with each other. I mean, you cannot buy health. I take care, I'm a hospice nurse. I take care of patients at the end of life. There are people I have seen who are dying with millions and billions of dollars in their banks. The money has not bought them health. But what I do know for sure, working on this journey with the Juice Plus company for 4 years, is prevention is better than cure, and our health is our wealth. You can never trade that. Not $1 million can buy you health. So we have to make the decision to be able to do better for ourselves. And you know what? When you don't know, you don't know. But when you know better, you do better. Derrick or Aviemarie, do you have anything you would like to add?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yay, that's Charles.
All right, Charles, it's your turn. I'm gonna bring the question on to you. Thanks for coming on, Brother Charles.
Yeah, I was the iPhone that couldn't get, yeah, but I'm here.
No problem. We are eagerly waiting to hear you sharing with us about what was your life like before Juice Plus? How did you find out about Juice Plus? And where are you now? And how are you doing with your health? So take it away and share with us.
Okay, I'll make it short. I heard the introductions earlier. So my name is Charles Register, originally from New York. I'm married, 4 children, 5 grandchildren. And the next question is, how was my life before?
Yes.
Well, I'm totally blind. I'm on dialysis, and I had a stroke. So before then, I was doing pretty bad because my diet was poor, and that with diabetes brought me to my situation now. I found Juice Plus through a V, and since I've been taking it in September, I used to, like I said, used to take 6 different medications. Now I'm on none, but I'm still only taking insulin, and but I'm working on that too, slowly getting that down. So is that short enough for you? Concise? And I'm doing the quads. I'm doing everything.
Wow. Charles,
Yeah.
thank you so much. So, and I know for sure with consistency and with you just with the mindset that you have, you can easily be off that insulin or reduce the dose of it. Yeah. And guys, what you did here, Charles, share is something you probably already know, even in your own family. And that's why I started by saying prevention is better than cure, because what Charles ended up having was complications of diabetes. Guys, diabetes is preventable, it's controllable. So you cannot embrace the family history and say, this is what it's part of our family history. No, you can say no to that and help the next generation also to say no to that by making one simple change. And we know that if you do that, then you are able to prevent all these other complications. But Brother Charles, I am so happy for you. I'm so glad that you were able to get your hands on these precious gems. And we are praying that even your kidney failure, it is going to be restored. I was just on a call last week with Mama BJ and her husband, who was given days to live. He's still around, and his kidney numbers are looking better 13 years later. So guys, there's power in nutrition. We either feeding disease every day or fighting disease with every bite of food we take. So the choice is ours. Remember, those are most of you are calling in, and you're probably all of you within the US. You know about our healthcare system.
Oh, and I have one more thing to share.
Go ahead, Charles.
The price that I'm paying for the 4 quads per month is cheaper than what I was paying in medicine. So if people ask, that's just another little tidbit.
That is important. That's valuable. Guys, did you hear that? So if you're a guest on the call, please get back to the person that invited you. And my question to you will be this: what if you said yes to this amazing product today? What will your life be like in the next 4 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years? What will your health be like? And you don't have to have all these ailments to take Juice Plus. We all need to be proactive. So what we're asking you to do is to be proactive and not reactive. So man, Charles, thank you so much. That is so powerful. That is so powerful. So you cannot put a price on good health. And so, yeah, that's beautiful. Derrick and Aviemarie, would you like to add anything before we call it a night? Any parting shots? What would you like to say to the listeners if they're on the fence, they're not sure if this Juice Plus is for them, they're not sure if they want to join our mission? So because there are people, you guys know, the guests on the call, that Aviemarie, Derrick, and myself don't know. So how can you reach those people? You can join the mission. It is only $52, not a month, but for the whole year, for you to have this franchisee that you can use for taxes at the end of the year. And the company creates the website for you. So you just do your business on the phone as you go. As simple as that. Everything is digitalized. How many people do you know that need to be off medications like Charles is now? How many people do you know that need to drop some pounds like Derrick did? I was listening to Dr. Fowler the other day. He talked about, like, if we measure around our belly button and we are more than 40 inches, that is inflammation right there. It was such a visual, and I'm like, I never thought about it like that. So who do you know that could use these plant powders? So we are
Josephine, I would like to say one thing, please.
yeah.
So just like how Josephine was saying, we just have to be more mindful of our health because our health is priceless.
Yes.
And for me to come from where I came from, it is just priceless. I mean, I don't have words to explain it. When you can say you feel good inside as well as out, to be 63 years old and on no medication. And even though I have arthritis, I don't have any swelling and achy joints. Juice Plus and Jesus is me every day. It is Jesus and Juice Plus. And I thank him for being introduced to this product. And yes, I was a little hesitant and leery at first, but I had to step out on faith and try something because I didn't want to be on medications because the medication was accumulating, you know. It started with 1 and ended up at 5. And at that point, it was like, okay, I got to turn this around because I mean, this is not going in the right direction. So yes, I just can't express it enough to just change the mindset and just take the chance and try this because it will help you.
Yes, yes. That is so true, Aviemarie. Health, I don't know, it's so true what you just said. You can't explain it. The feeling of health is just so phenomenal. So you just have to experience it and enjoy it. And guys, if you need a free mental therapy, this is the community you need to join. You know how much people pay out here for I mean, this is really on the side, but if you need to see a specialist, definitely. But you know, we human beings and we thrive on community. We thrive on relationships. So the Juice Plus community during the pandemic, we did not miss a beat. We were meeting on Zooms, we were loving on each other. And can I tell, that's my happy bubble. That's what kept me afloat during the pandemic. And if you're looking for a loving community, all these people here, you see Aviemarie, and I never knew them until I came into this community. And this is the best global health club ever. The business is in more than 26 countries. So when you go to Europe, you can find some friends there who belong to this community. So guys, we love this and we can talk about this until Jesus comes, but we're going to stop there unless Charles, Derrick, did you have a word before we stop the recording?
Just thanks for inviting me, and I would love to become, like you said, part of the community and share my story with others.
Your story is so inspiring, Charles, and thank you for always being willing to share, because this is why we call it stories of hope, because your journey is giving somebody else hope to take a step of faith, like Aviemarie said, and take a chance on this Juice Plus. There's nothing to lose but put more fruits and vegetables on your body and then see what happens if you do it consistently in 4 months. I forgot to mention the other thing we have. If you use it effectively, you can actually tend to see results a little sooner. Is what we call the shred 10, whereby you go on a journey every month for 10 days. You do a cleanse, replacing your meals with 2 complete shakes. So you're really giving your body plant power. You're resetting your body, just like we change oil in our cars, right? Our bodies need a reset. And so that's a cleanse. And the shred 10 is a cleanse and not a diet. And in that way, it really helps your body. You flood your body with the micronutrition and macronutrition, and then it supports your healing journey by itself. So with that being said, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. And we meet here every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please invite more people. This is a space for us to share and spread the gift of health, spread the joy. Most importantly, let's give each other hope. Last week, I learned from one of the guests that, you know, what we do, we just deal hope. We are hope dealers, and we're offering health to each other. So thank you for coming on. Appreciate each and every one of you. And if you have any questions, please feel free, put it on the text, or you can unmute and